I really needed to address my former life. Because you see, I'm a former prostitute. Because I was ashamed of where I came from, and I was ashamed with the way that I lived my life before. And I could.
अस्सलामु अलैकुम ब्रदर एंड सिस्टर। आज एक ऐसी लड़की की कहानी आपके साथ शेयर करने जा रहा हूं जो 11 साल तक जिस्म फरोशी करती रही और फिर किस तरह मेरे रब ने उसे उस गंदी जिंदगी से निकाल कर इस्लाम की राहों पे लगा दिया। कल तक जिस्म फरोशी करने वाली लड़की आज इस्लाम की तबलीग कर रही है। इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करें, क्या पता आपका एक शेयर इस वीडियो को उस इंसान तक पहुंचा दे जो इस्लाम के बिल्कुल नजदीक खड़ा है और ये वीडियो उसे खींचकर दायरा इस्लाम में ले आए। और साथ ही साथ इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन पे प्रेस करें ताकि इस तरह की इस्लामिक हार्ट टचिंग स्टोरीज आपको वक्त पर मिल सकें। अभी के लिए इजाजत दें, अल्लाह हाफिज।
Everything that I say that's inspirational, that you benefit from, that's coming from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Everything else that's crap is coming from me. So forgive me. I took my Shahada officially on my wedding day. And I remember the experience. I had been introduced to Islam for many years. And it was such an emotional experience. It was, subhanallah, I was surrounded by family, I was surrounded by friends. I just really connected. And then reality set in. And I realized to grow closer to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, I needed to address my former sense of self. I really needed to address my former life. Because you see, I'm a former prostitute. Since I was 11 years old, I've been struggling with eating disorders. I've been struggling with depression. I've been struggling with the concept of love. And today I stand in front of you as a survivor, almost. Because my path to Islam was lonely, but my path after was lonelier. Because I was alone. And I couldn't connect to my former friends, my former lifestyle, but I couldn't connect to my new ones either. Because I was ashamed of where I came from, and I was ashamed with the way that I lived my life before. And I didn't want to be shunned from this community. So years later, I decided to write my revert story. I was going to write my story and I was going to share my experiences. And inshallah, somebody could benefit, maybe somebody could comment, that was okay. And I wanted to be anonymous because I was afraid to be judged. The feedback that I received from publishing my revert story and my former experiences and my experiences coming to Islam, I received feedback that was both positive and negative. But two things really puzzled me. And the first that puzzled me was that not one single person asked me how was I doing. They didn't ask how I was doing. They didn't ask if I was still struggling, if I was still having these feelings of guilt. And then the second thing that puzzled me was I started to receive these emails. And I received one email and another email and followed by many more other emails by Muslim women, young Muslim women who were born into Islam, who were converts to Islam, who had these same problems that I was struggling with, these feelings of loneliness and isolation. And they didn't have anybody to talk about because they were afraid to be shunned from the community. And my story is not unique. My story is the story that's felt by millions of other Muslim women who struggle with depression, who struggle with love, who struggle with eating disorders and self-harm and substance abuse. And they're born Muslim, and they're Muslim converts, and they're people that have not come to Islam because they're fearful of being alone. We are able to grow when we reflect. We are able to grow when we are able to see this transformation, to be documenting where we came from to where we want to go. And only through this way can we truly grow. So this is a solution to silence. Thank you.